Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Scooby-Doo Tuesday, guys. You know what that means? Of course it means we're here continuing the journey of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. This is Season 2, Episode 16, Aliens Among Us. Now, I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark. I'm guessing that title is referring to an alien or aliens that are in Crystal Cove and Mystery Inc. have to investigate. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's the gist of the episode. We'll see. Who knows? It could be a misdirect because this show is crazy. This show in particular in terms of Scooby-Doo shows is beyond like what I expected, and it's so freaking good with its overarching story, which ties into last week's episode, because at the end, I actually had to pull this up on Scoobypedia, Theater of Doom, last week's episode 15. It was the ghost of Friar Sarah, because the mummy of Friar Sarah was George Avocados, or Avocados, whatever the fuck his name is. He was pretending, he's like, but what about those other times that it wasn't you? Oh, I thought that was, you guys just messing around, or like he blamed Mystery Inc. for it. But it turns out, at the end, it's revealed what really happened, because when they had their Mystery Incorporated type group 500 years ago, Four Friars and Porto the Donkey, they all became obsessed because they came across a Spanish conquistador who had 2 disc pieces, and they got obsessed, and then Porto the Donkey sank Crystal Cove 500 years ago, and that's where one of the disc pieces that was found at that World War II style bunker that Professor Pericles had, started using again and everything, and the robots, that's where that piece was. And the other piece that was still, up on land at the time, that's where it got placed into the cheese, and where they found a few episodes ago, that piece that was found in that 500-year-old cheese or whatever. Insane how they're tying all that stuff in. It was a crazy episode overall, but that ending just blew my mind. I'm like, oh my god. So Porto the Donkey got so obsessed that he fucking sank Crystal Cove. Jesus, or a part of it at least. Like, what the fuck, man? This show's crazy. But I'm excited to get in this episode, see what happens. We're getting closer and closer to concluding the show, and of course this season, but unfortunately this is the last season, but we're getting closer to concluding the show. It's kind of crazy to say that. But I've been having a fun time. It's been a crazy journey, and thankfully we still have a number of episodes to go, but it's unfortunate that we're starting to get closer and closer to the end. It sucks, but hope you guys enjoyed the journey. I've been really enjoying the journey myself. Anyways, let's jump to now. Let's go. Oh, some of them are spinning.
Look at this, gang. Senor P. Yave.
Like, what kind of name is that?
You have to help me!
Sheriff?
Oh
what's
god,
wrong?
what?
We're in the middle of a full-scale galactic war, and the Earth is the prize! Recently, these memories came flooding back to me.
Memories?
I was 14, home alone, late one night
Flashback.
in a closet, playing dead justice and pretending to fight Nitro Wazinski.
Aliens. Or maybe.
And then all of a sudden, an Ebe? No, an EBE, an extraterrestrial biological entity, an alien being from far beyond.
So, like, you were abducted by an alien.
You could have just
Don't
said
know.
that.
Was he abducted? I don't
It would
know.
have been much clearer. They took me to their saucer and put a chip in my nasal cavity so they could
Nasal
track
cavity?
me, steal my memories, and
Have you told anyone else about this? Like maybe a licensed psychiatric professional?
Oh my
you
god.
don't believe me? I need your help. I'm obviously desperate.
I mean, yes,
Which
you are
is
obviously
why
desperate.
I came to 4 child detectives and their talking dogs.
This might be a good time for you to do some sheriffing.
Yeah. Be a sheriff?
Some high-tech GPS thingamajigger. We're gonna check out the security footage if you want to tag along.
It's a gray. Hide me.
I don't know, Sheriff.
Beyond the stars, it's a Nordic alien.
Or a woman holding a newspaper in front of her face.
What's that?
Electoid. Shapeshifters.
Oh my god.
We're being invaded. While some call
I think he's losing it a little
our
bit.
space brothers,
I don't know.
The less nitwitted, living in the middle of our planet in a
What?
sanctuary called Hollow Earth.
Oh, for the Lord.
What the hell is going on? Oh, they split off. They should have done that. Not a good time to eat right now. This is bad. They should not have split up.
Need cheeseburger.
Makes his last stand.
Last stand.
And so be it.
Oh my god. Oh.
stolen from the middle out.
Corn trap artists.
It's not a path, it's a circle. Although I'm sure I'm going to regret asking her.
Alien invasion! Oh, sweetie!
Oh my
we're going to
God.
happy to fix me. You finally believe.
The government formed a secret agency called Majestic 12
Oh my
to
God,
deal with the
we're
alien
getting
menace.
conspiracy shit.
We focus mainly on the grays. When convention and science offer us no answers, might we not finally turn to the fantastic as a plausibility?
Do you
I
know
mean-
that most people...
But as I have been trained by Dr. Weber, the master of abduction regression hypnosis, I believe I can help. I won't make you quack like a duck or flap your arms.
Yuck.
Where's his mom with a shotgun or whatever?
Then what happened, dear?
They took me to their ship.
Are we actually doing
Replaced the ship with
actual
my
aliens
schnoz
here?
with- They said my brain will keep the plan safe.
What plan?
Oh, wait a minute.
Get her before she gets away.
You have to protect my brain.
He is freaking out so much.
But I am gonna miss my footy PJs.
While you guys are having your little sleepover,
There better not be a trap involved.
Like
No, I don't
trap,
think so.
Just a hunch.
It's a car. In the dining room.
I had to get rid of that flat wooden thing, of course.
Okay.
What's it called, love of my life?
A table, darling.
I was just checking on the delivery of your automobile. Did it perhaps arrive safely?
Oh, it sure did. It's right here in my dining room. There's nothing more awesome than love. Well, except for traps.
Except for
I
traps.
remember what it was like to feel love for somebody.
I won't even be able to fake knowing things like her first name and how she likes her bacon cut into little heart-shaped chocolates.
Huh?
You have to help me keep my brain.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, that's different. Okay.
Help!
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's that girl.
Like, where should we look? And like, for the first
Oh.
time ever.
weren't there 3 mysterious figures at the mall? Boys, we've cracked this mystery wide open.
Should be
Who's
revving
rubbing my
the car.
baby? It's trapping time.
Road glue? Oh my God, really? Yeah, gray alien reptile and that girl.
Traveler O'Flaherty, Sheila O'Flaherty, and
yeah.
Connor O'Flaherty.
What is this? The Old West?
Were that it were, boyo, then perhaps we could have earned an honest living.
My kids had an aptitude for the family business as well.
Okay.
The clams induced a hallucination that made everything seem real.
What about
What?
the lights on the road?
A
Okay.
weather balloon that got loose from the army.
I wasn't repeatedly abducted and experimented on by aliens?
Doesn't seem so, Sheriff.
The planispheric disc.
I took the liberty of punching in the coordinates into the Mystery Machine's GPS.
Okay.
Gang, we're headed for Gatorsburg.
That's the
I
name.
found something.
That's fast digging, Jesus.
Like, what does an old gun have to do with a key?
Don't
No
know.
idea, Shag.
What happened?
Oh
No idea.
shit.
It's a mystery. Good thing nobody was inside.
Really? Of course the episode ends there. We couldn't end on them investigating the location the planispheric disk gave in terms of like coordinates or whatever, and they find this gun in this empty coffin, which, okay. They had to go back to City Hall, where their offices of operations were basically where they have the disc pieces and where they've been kind of, meeting up or whatever, and it's burned down, or at least the building was on fire and it was burning and everything. And then of course there's Fred's parents. Now it makes sense because the last time we saw them just for a brief moment is where Professor Pericles was facing them going, you guys have to fix this or people are going to get hurt, or I think he said either people are going to get hurt or you're going to get hurt, something like that. But he was really mad. So the next time we see them, Fred's parents are up on the roof. I don't know why they're up on the roof because we had to reveal that it was them. But like everyone could easily look up and see it's them before they went invisible with their suits, which is like crazy regardless of like technology wise. They could easily just look up and see them because they like walk up and they're like, oh, there's people who did it. But obviously we're not going to do that. But that's pretty messed up. I'm guessing they got the disc pieces. I'm guessing since they burned down the place. Unless they burned it down, but yet the disc pieces were moved, like they're hidden away or whatever, so that they're only out whenever they're in the room and Velma's doing, tinkering with it or whatever. Yeah, that's what she was doing. She was messing with like the device that she kind of crafted to read the planetospheric disc. So who knows? So I'm hoping because they didn't reveal to us, the audience, that they have the disc pieces. So I'm kind of like split. I don't know if they have them or not. I'm guessing if they did, they would have showed that they had it. We'll see. This could be just trying to set Mystery Inc. back and trying to slow them down and all that by burning down where they operate and where they are working together to figure out this mystery of the disc pieces and all that. So the majority of the episode obviously is dealing with Sheriff, like the sheriff eating bad clams and hallucinating he's been abducted by aliens. And we get into some conspiracy shit here. Because we talk about Hollow Earth. We talk about lizard people, lizard aliens living in Hollow Earth. And that the Greys are here, the Grey aliens, which is kind of like the norm in terms of when you think of aliens. People think of these tiny gray, or tiny gray or tiny green men, tiny gray men, like these aliens. And they have that particular look. So in this instance, we had, I think it was a father, son, daughter, like group, like stealing stuff and working together. I'm pretty sure she said that my kids wanted to go into the family business, but they had to dress up or whatever. So he dressed up as a gray alien, his son dressed up as a reptilian alien, and the daughter, I don't even know what that costume was. I don't even know, but she had like this like wig or whatever, like goggles and a kind of I don't even know. I don't even know, but it was kind of strange. Like, the only thing that I wish they would have kind of maybe explained more, because see, since the sheriff is having because this is before they see the footage of the break-in or whatever in that mall store, which is that GPS device or whatever that they stole, whatever it was. Before that, he's freaking out over aliens. He's freaking out over that he's, been abducted and stuff, and they put a chip in my nose. He's having hallucinations with his bad clams he was eating. He had a drawer full of bad clams, so he's having hallucinations. But I wish they would have explained, because like, they gave the backstory of the dad or whatever, the one who was dressed up as the gray alien, the backstory of what, like, the whole reason behind why they're stealing shit and why they dressed up. And they wore these disguises to hide their faces, because their faces were plastered all over wanted posters and everything, which makes sense. But there is no direct connection to why exactly they picked those costumes and how that ties into the sheriff thinking he's being abducted by aliens. I guess it's just a giant big coincidence. I hit the mic there. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I felt that. I hit the mic with my hand. It's a big giant coincidence. Like, because there's no direct time hitting the fucking computer now. Jesus Christ. I need to stop. But I don't know. Don't know. It was a weird episode. But it was funny. It's always funny to have the sheriff in the show in terms of like having more of a role than just having a couple of lines. Because that's pretty much what the sheriff has been, pretty much for the most part. There's been those couple occasions where he has more of a role besides popping up in like one or two scenes. In this, he was like really in the focus of the show. But yeah, it's always funny because of the fact that Patrick Warburton, who's voicing Sheriff Bronson, he's so funny in the role. Now, Velma's mother, we didn't know this about her, I don't think, because I don't remember them ever addressing this or saying this before. Maybe they did, I just don't remember. It could have been in a passing line just said. But Velma's mom is obsessed with aliens, and then she gets into some conspiracy shit as well about the Greys and all that, and they talk about it. And then there's a little bit of a discussion. I don't think I'll include in the reaction because I really wasn't reacting, I was just kind of listening. But Velma's like, you do realize that, Hollow Earth is pretty much impossible for that to make sense in terms of our Earth structure or whatever, like the way we've kind of, scientifically have found like what the Earth is. And it's like, well, and then Velma's like, well, Mom's like, well, if we don't have really the answers, then we turn to the fantastical side. It's like, I get it. Like, hey, I'm into some conspiracy shit, but like, not to the level of like Hollow Earth and everything like that. That'd be crazy if that was real, but come on. But yeah, it was just really funny just to kind of see everything kind of, and then at the end where Velma literally figures out every little thing that occurred that kind of ties into that. Nothing supernatural, nothing alien was happening here. Bad claims for the sheriff. That's why he was hallucinating shit. These three individuals are dressing up as a gray alien, a reptilian alien, and whatever the fuck the girl was dressing up as. And the crop circle was a part of a crop like cutting that the farmer did for his wife or whatever, saying "I love you." The light that shut off the mystery machine, that was like the electricity, that was when a lot of like circuit breakers or stuff was going off from the electrical company that shut down the mystery machine because of like some sort of interference. And then the light that was chasing them, or that they were kind of following as they're driving, that was a weather balloon from the army that got away or something. I don't know. So they had explanations for every single thing. So that was pretty good, because I'm like, they have an answer for everything. Because sometimes on this show, more times than not, they don't exactly answer every single thing about how this was done, how that was able to be accomplished. Because it seems in the world of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, there are times when there are creatures and the villain or the monster of the week, because it's not really a villain, I guess you could say, but more like a monster of the week or creature of the week. There are times where they pull off stuff that physically just couldn't happen, but they explain some stuff in the backstory, but not everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's sometimes you're like, how the fuck did they, like, how did that creature pull that maneuver? No explanation. Don't worry about it. Because it's an animated show, because they can kind of get away with a lot of stuff without really explaining too much. But yeah, this was funny at times, and dealing with aliens, that kind of is in my wheelhouse in terms of aliens. I do think, obviously, I think there's aliens out there. I mean, literally, how vast the galaxy is. There's no way there isn't some sort of alien life outside of our, outside of what we know in terms of Earth as life. I mean, that doesn't mean that there's giant creatures and like actual gray aliens. Just could mean there are microscopic organisms that can't talk. Maybe there's alien fish and water in other places. Maybe I bet there are other humans out there. Who's to say? Probably. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is fun to watch. This is a fun episode for sure. And it really lived up to the Aliens Among Us, because they were dealing with a lot with aliens like right away. Sheriff Brown's like, aliens, they're going to take my brain. And Velma, like the line, it's not really a big plan. Like, they're just going to take your brain. That's not sophisticated at all. It's like, oh, they're going to take your brain. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the episode, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.